Welcome to Macey's Cooking Corner. I'm your host, Afua Daines, and today we have John Lee, who's here. We've had him before, and he's going to make a different variety of chili for us. Welcome.
Thank you.
How are you and your son? What's his name?
Devin.
Devin. Yes. Okay, so what kind of chili are you going to make today?
I'm going to make a vegetarian chili.
Vegetarian, just up my street.
All right.
So this is a really good, healthy, lots of beans and high protein. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay,
yes.
so what are you going to start off making? What are you going to start off doing?
Okay, first, turn on the oven.
Okay, he's going to turn off the stove.
First, we olive oil.
Now, this was my choice. I wanted, he's a well-renowned chili cook-off guy, right? Is that right?
Yes,
and
I am.
He was on this program, and he created something that was really delicious. So I thought, let's have an alternative. Why not create something with vegetables as opposed to meat? You know, have a day off of meat. So you put in the olive oil, and what else are you about to do?
So next what we do is we cut the vegetables. This is a red pepper, which is high in calcium.
And this is a really good time of year to grow your own, right? And pick your own.
Yes, it is.
So.
Otherwise, they're very expensive.
Yeah.
And is that Macey's?
And you got it at Macey's.
And also, this knife was also sharpened by the meat department.
Oh, here at Macey's?
Yes.
I didn't know that. So if you have a blunt knife, you can come here at Macey's and they'll sharpen it for you?
Yes.
For a low price?
For free.
Oh, for free.
Well, I told him I was doing this show. It might have been why.
Oh, okay.
So, although I'm not sure if he actually charges or not.
So you learn something new every day. I didn't know that. Nice. So you chop this.
And you go like this.
Is there any proper way of chopping pepper? Just chop?
First we cut the top, and then we cleaned it out. Okay.
You cleaned out the pips? You didn't want to?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah, inside of it, yes.
Okay.
Kind of on a time slot, so I just want to make sure I did as little as possible here.
Very good. Does that so daintily. It's wonderful.
And can we do that? And we have fresh garlic here as well.
So how many cloves?
3 cloves.
Okay. So right now you are cooking the
peppers.
The peppers.
Now, one thing, even this is not to knock anybody, because I've seen other people do it as well. If you never use the sharp blade of the knife, never. Okay, because it dulls it.
Oh.
And I've seen that so many times, even on the show.
Oh, are you saying something about my show? Hey, I'm standing right here.
No, other people.
That's right.
But I always bring it out to them as well.
Oh,
but people have their own way of doing things.
That's right.
And there's nothing wrong with it.
So I notice you're chopping the garlic as opposed to, I like to press it. Is there a difference as to what your preference? Is this a preference?
Yeah, it is a preference. Yes.
Okay.
If my son can stir that for me. Now, a lot of times people see an onion and they see eyes crying. Turn it down, Devin. Trick is a very sharp knife, sharpened by Macey's. And you can tell, my eyes are not crying.
Wow, mine are not either.
No tears in my eyes. I have absolutely no tears in my eyes.
That's true. And why is that, though? So what have you done to this onion? Because you'll notice that the skin is all off. So what did you do after you took the skin off and
what I did,
to stop it?
What I did was
take away the tears.
What I did was I put it in ice water. I put it in a bowl of water with ice, and I put it in the freezer. And it's about 10 minutes.
So you have to think in advance about that first.
Yeah.
To chop an onion. Which a majority of us women don't do. But it's a good thought, though. I like that. You know, it's good. Okay.
No tears.
No tears at all. I like that.
I had a person at work say, it didn't work. Well, it works.
It does. I'm not crying. I'm standing right next to him.
Yes,
I'm not going to go and kiss the onion, but, you know, I am not crying, so that's really good.
Works perfect.
It does.
Also matters the, how the onion is as well.
Okay.
Can you move, Devin? And we put this
So
in the pot.
now you're putting the onions in
Yes.
with the peppers.
Yes, and he's going to stir that around.
Welcome to Macey's Cooking, and we've got John here who's making me a vegetarian chili, making us all a vegetarian chili. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And we left when the peppers and onions were simmering. So what's happening now in there? How's it doing? Is it doing well?
It's doing very well.
Okay.
Kind of a little al dente, kind of a little soft. It's kind of what you
Not too hard, just right.
Yeah. Well, you kind of want it crispy as well.
Oh, very good. And also in that meantime, during our break, we opened your cans, some of the cans that you're going to include in your chili. Okay. And so what's the last one that we haven't opened? You can get all of these at Macey's, by the way.
Yes, you can. And also the spices as well.
Oh, and we have some spices. Crushed red pepper, cumin, which is my favorite, organic ground cumin, and paprika. Are we going to include that too?
Yes, ma'am.
Marvelous. What was I going to say? Actually, if you're using all of these beans, can you also use dried beans, cook them yourself, and then make the chili as well?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
You can, yes.
But for convenience and fastness, you did this way.
Yes, that's
there
correct.
You go. Okay.
All right.
Now,
so
what do you include the juice, by the way? I was just going to say that to you.
I've seen the recipe. It doesn't. I'd rather do it with the juice.
You would or you wouldn't?
I would.
Okay.
Because it's better than adding water.
That's true, too. Okay.
Okay, so we
go ahead.
We add this as my son is cooking this. Okay. You add the tomatoes.
Does it matter any kind of tomatoes? Is that tomatoes? I say tomatoes. You say
tomato.
Oh, start singing.
Okay. It's petite diced with chipotle peppers.
Okay.
Has to have a spice in it.
I like that. Okay.
Not too bad.
Nice.
And you put about 2 cans each.
Okay. So this amount that you're making will feed about how many people?
About maybe about 8, 9.
Okay. We'll come to your house for dinner.
Depending on how hungry people are.
Fantastic. Okay, so the different kinds. So far he's added black beans. What else have you added? Oh, he's added the tomatoes. We've got also garbanzo beans. See, I have a lot of dried beans, and I like to boil them, then make them into something else. So this will be great, as opposed to buying the canned. We've got pinto beans. And I suppose you could also use different kinds of beans, right?
Yeah, this is kind of like my other chili was, kind of a...
same kind of ingredients, but without the meat.
Same kind of idea. 3 cultures blended together.
Okay. I get that. That's good. So moving this away so you can have the whole place.
And here, I need to do this a bit more. Is that on high, Devin? Okay.
I think it's beautiful to see a son and father in the kitchen, you know?
Yes.
It's always me and my sons in the kitchen, but sometimes I do have my husband in there. And I like that. I like that feeling of family getting together and everyone cooking. I have 4 sons, and yes, I believe they should learn to cook, and so we're doing that now.
And this is going to boil.
Okay. And usually for how long? How long do you boil it for?
Probably about 15 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
Was it just the need to get it warmed up, or just, okay.
Yes, kind of blend in the flavors. Now next, what you need to do is you need to put in the spices.
Okay. So do you wait until it boils before you add the spices, or do you add the spices now?
Add the spices now while it's cooking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I guess it can be done either way.
Right. What else are you looking for? Oh, the measuring.
I don't want to put my hand on you.
I appreciate that.
Okay, and this is basically to taste. So.
Is that hot, crushed red pepper?
It's crushed red pepper.
In Africa, which I've just returned, they have the real pepper, and you only taste just a little bit, and your mind is about to blow. You know.
I like hot stuff.
That hot.
So you could put it to taste as well. And
And it's so easy to grow pepper, isn't it?
just put the rest
So.
of this.
And how much is that? How much was that?
Maybe about a teaspoon.
Okay.
And a half. I used this last time.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I'm missing something. Oh, no, I got it. Paprika.
Wow, so you
And
got
about
different peppers.
Probably about 2 teaspoons of this. About 2 teaspoons of this, of the paprika.
Lovely. This is lovely. Welcome back to Macey's Corner. We have John in the kitchen, and he's making a vegetarian chili, and it is smelling delicious. The colors are fabulous, especially when you add the crushed red pepper, don't you think?
Yes, ma'am.
And, oh, I do like that. Yes, ma'am. Haven't spoken like that. Yes, ma'am. Okay, but it smells absolutely delicious. And now your son has begun to open some of the veggie sausage, okay? So this is a meatless based chili, is that correct?
That's
but
correct.
using vegetarian sausage, which
Yes.
is made out of, what is it made out of? Is it soy? I do
tell you the
believe
truth,
it's
I'm not
soy,
sure.
actually, which is really good, you know, especially when it's organic. So anyway, tell us about what you're doing.
Okay, then you add some vegetable broth.
So no, what is your son going to be doing? So he's opened the, and you're doing 2 things. Okay, so we have broth that's going into the chili, and also we have your son expertly taking out that meat sausage. Okay.
And the meat is from
Let me show
Good
you
Earth.
something. Let me show you something. Okay. Now, where's that knife that you have? Usually, what I like to do, and I'm sure you've shown your son, no doubt,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So I like to open both ends, and then, you know, look, see? And it comes off quite easily. And then you pick it off. Because otherwise, it looks like you're squeezing meat out of a sausage. And it's not quite that way, is it?
Yes.
All right, so just take it off, and it comes off quite easily, doesn't it? There you go. I washed my hands, by the way. Okay, there you go. And you can get this from all health stores. Yes. Okay, doesn't that feel better? Do you want me to cut that bit off for you? Okay. Do you want the chopping board?
What you have it do? Have it, or
Do you want to put it on the chopping board? There you go. Awesome.
also, this has been inspired by my cousin, who is vegetarian, probably one of the top chiropractors in California, as well
So
as
now
a top chiropractor here in Spanish Fork, whose name is Dr. Don Whitaker.
Oh.
He presently practices at Ohana Chiropractic, one of the top chiropractic physicians in Spanish Fork.
Nice. We should have him on the show. That would be good, a doctor, chiropractor. Get his views on healthy eating. I'd like that.
Yes.
Okay, so right now, what is he doing? Is he just warming it up, or is he actually going to have
He
to
is-
cook it?
Basically, he is warming it up.
Warming it up, okay.
Yes. Yes.
So that's usually pre-cooked then, is that what you're saying?
Yes. That should
Okay. And how long would you do that for? How many minutes?
I told him about 5 minutes.
And do you need any oil when you're cooking up veggie sausage? The veggie sausage, do you need oil with that?
Yes.
Just a little bit so that, you know,
Yes, you do.
doesn't dry
A
up.
little bit of extra virgin olive oil.
Okay, extra virgin. And how many teaspoons would you usually
About
use?
just a dab that covers the bottom.
Okay.
And I was reading on the internet, extra virgin means using the finest olives.
Finest olives for extra virgin.
Yes.
Very nice. That is one of my, is my choice of oils right now. I also enjoy coconut oil because when I use it and some goes on the table, the countertop, I can also use it for my skin because it's fantastic. Smells great, and it's an all-round oil for me.
Yes.
Anyway, that is really smelling good.
Thank you.
And so is he breaking that up into a crumbly
Yes. So it's kind of, that's
state?
basically, yes. And that's basically the goal there, is to get
Okay.
it all crumbled up.
Okay, that's good. It all just smells great, and that's so easy. And I believe my children, does your children like to eat chili and?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
That is quite easy. I wonder if you could also cook that in a crock pot.
Yes, you could.
Why not? You could?
Yes, you could.
I like that.
Yeah, but just for the show, I did it this way. You put it in a crock pot, let it cook for several hours. That'll work too.
So would you still use the canned beans, or would you use your own beans, like beans that you've cooked up?
Probably
Or does it matter?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Either one will work.
I like that.
Because with the crock pot, it slows cooks it, so it'll get mushy.
Right. Okay. That's good. That is definitely good. Because winter is coming, and those hearty meals. In fact, I was going to make a bread, which is really easy. No need bread. I think it's going to be our next show. Okay. No. And it's so easy. It rises, takes 4 hours. You don't have to knead it for hours, and it comes out crusty like a baguette, a real European baguette. Crusty on the outside, soft in the inside. Add a little bit of coconut oil. Oh, yummy. With the chili would have been perfect. But I didn't bring it. So.
Sounds delicious.
It really does. I'll have to just make that next time. So, okay, so it's now boiling.
Yes.
And so now, now we're waiting for the
meat, yes.
The meat
or
to come in.
Not the meat, the veggie sausage.
The veggie sausage, that's right. And how long, once it's in here, then how long do you simmer it for?
Probably about 15 minutes.
Okay. That's fantastic. And then it's done.
Yes. And the longer you cook it, actually the better, just for the timing of the show. About 15 minutes.
Right, right.
But yeah, you can cook it for an hour or so too as well.
Okay. I like that. Fast, quick, easy. I'm all about easy.
Okay, you could probably start putting that in there, Devin.
You're doing great, Devin. You know, going to be a chef when you grow up.
Yeah, this is my son. His name is Devin, and he's an aspiring cook as well. He's been cooking since he's been about 7 years old.
Nice. That's good. Should be proud, huh?
Yes.
Should be proud
Yes.
that you are. Okay, so now you're going to add this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Devin.
So you haven't actually completely made it into crumbles, but
Not entirely.
not entirely. But whilst it's boiling in here, then
It'll
it will
cook.
start
Yeah.
breaking up. Okay.
Yeah.
I need to get this off the pan for the stove. I'm not going to do it that way.
Here it goes.
And he'll do this.
I'm so proud of you. Good job. Look at that.
And at this
Well
time,
done.
he is 12 years old.
Yeah.
I'm not
Just
sure
in
if
the
there's
dab.
many people out there his age are cooking in his age.
That's good. Well done.
He should be an inspiration to all guys out there. That cooking is
Fun.
not just for women. We're living in an equal society nowadays.
Ooh, keep talking.
And the equal society means we both need to share into the responsibilities. When it comes to cooking, when it comes to the household, it's all equal.
Marvelous. Come to my house and do some cleaning for me. That'd be great, actually.
But people have their own cultures, which is fine.
Okay, so, wow. Can you see that, everyone? Can you see how the different colors? I love the chickpeas. Look at that. That is just delicious. Doesn't that look good? I can't wait to buy. This is something I'm really going to be enjoying it. To taste it, to savor. I mean, the smells are fantastic. The aroma is just to die for, they say. I don't know if I'd die for this, but, you know, it is good. Really good. Welcome back to Macey's Cooking Corner, and we have John. John,
Yes.
where are we now in this
Okay,
vegetarian
this has
chili?
been simmering for about 20 minutes or for a while.
Smells great.
And it's about to, ready to be tasted.
You know how delightful, I have to say. I really am pleased. Thank you so much for making this. But it's just, it is wholesome, and it's warming, it's filling,
Yes.
and it's very nutritious. And I like that. You know, I like to eat something and know what I'm eating. And this has been a very good demonstration today. Thank
you.
you. Very lovely. So I think, is it time? Can we taste it? Can I taste it?
Yes, you can, ma'am.
Ooh, let me get my plate. Okay, I'm going to dish it out myself because this one, okay. This is lovely. And the colors are amazing. I mean, like I'm dripping all over the place. Oh, that's a bit, I want more of the beans just to show. Look at this. Absolutely, you have you have the meat, and you have the chickpeas, the tomatoes, the beans, the onions, all mixed in with the spices, and now I get to taste this without smiling, okay? Which is very hard, but okay. It's a bit hot, I'd say, you know? So maybe I'll just keep talking until the burns down, as you can see, okay? Yeah. I'll tell you a story, because really it is hard, and I don't want to burn myself, because usually you'd leave this for a little while, is that right?
Yes,
You know,
that's correct.
just to cool off a little bit. So just for your children, do not serve this unless it's warm as opposed to boiling hot. Anyway, I think this just reminds me of going to a cabin with an open fire, and you've got chili, vegetarian chili, and you're just in front of a lovely, warm, rugged, not rugged, a fluffy rug, and you're sitting there with your chili. Doesn't this look good? Even though it's like 80 degrees outside. Okay. Really good. Wow. And it has a kick. No, I love the flavors. Really, all the spices have come out. Definitely has a kick, but it's good. It is really delicious. Thank you so much.
No problem.
John. And you, Devon. Thank you. It's so good. And again, like I was saying, that was this is a fantastic vegetarian chili. You can get most of the ingredients here at Macey's, and you can also go to Health Food Store. And we're here every Thursday, 7 p.m. at Macey's Spanish Fork. And we look forward to seeing you next week. Bon appetit.